Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and today we'll be going over the markets, looking at the $6 trillion package, stimulus package that's going to be introduced in America as well. Obviously that's going to happen around the world as well. There's going to be, well, there is stimulation packages around the world just now. We're seeing it in UK as well with billions and billions of pounds. This is just crazy, crazy times. But the economy really is sailing on a paper boat. That's what the kind of headline says. It's just crazy what's going on just now, and it kind of scares me just now. But it could be really good for cryptocurrency. If cryptocurrency doesn't kind of play its role here, and it doesn't really come up big time, and I think it's gonna, then it's kind of doomed. It's just not going to work. Obviously, what happened with kind of cryptocurrency, the way it was born, was kind of born out of kind of times like this because of the 2008 crisis, what happened there as well. That's really the reason why it was kind of born in the first place, why Satoshi Nakamoto and everything. That's why it was brought out, because of the economy like this. And this is the exact same scenario as 2008, probably worse. Sorry, so it's not exactly the same. It's actually worse than 2008. But just now the markets are going to go up. There's no question the markets are going to go up. $6 trillion put in. It's probably more like 10 trillion. We'll look at that in a second as well. But it's going to go up just now. But then there's going to be an almighty kind of crash. There's loads of people losing their jobs just now with everything that's happening just now as well. But I'm not saying it's all doom and gloom. I'm just kind of telling you the situation as it is just now. No doubt you know that already. But it's not a good kind of situation for the economy just now. However, we can only go with the information we have just now. We can only trade on the information we have just now. We can only kind of look to the future with the information we have just now as well. And kind of look back at history and kind of see what's happened there as well. But no doubt the markets are going to go up. They went up 2,000 points yesterday. Or the Dow Jones went up 2,000 points, and we'll take a look at that as well. So let's dive into the markets just now. By the way, we've got a new setup as well, and you can see I've kind of changed all the offers about, and so I've got a new backdrop here as well. This is my kind of wee library that I've got, a part of the library that I've got, and this is my kind of favourite room in the house as well. So this is it. You can see this big spot on my head as well. Anyway, that's nothing to do with it. Okay, if you like these videos, first of all, if you like these videos, subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell, and also leave a comment down below and hit the like button as well on these videos. And if you want to support the channel, you can buy my book that's on pre-order just now that comes out at the end of April. Not long now, only about 5 weeks or something. So there's a link down below to buy that. It takes you over to Amazon.com, but you can buy it in your country as well. So just type in the search button, the Belief Principle, and you'll be able to find that in an Amazon store. It's Kindle just now, and you'll be able to find that as well. Okay, let's dive into the market, see what's going on just now. Right now, we have a market capitalization of $187 billion just now. We've got Bitcoin dominance of 65.8%. Bitcoin as well has gone up to 6,766, up 1%. And we'll see who the winners and losers are very quickly. We've got Bitcoin, Basic Attention, Synthetic Network, VeChain, Numeraire, Energy, Bytom, Icon, all up as well. There's not that many up, to be honest. There's a lot in the green, but just in the green no more. So I'd say 50-50. Just now, who's the biggest losers? We have Molecular Future, Nexo, Status, Swipe, Steam. So not by that much again. It's kind of a sideways day today. At the moment, anyway, I suspect things are going to change once the stock markets open again. I suspect things are going to change. So not much happening with the kind of altcoins just now. Obviously, everything all eyes on stock market and kind of the big guns as well, like Bitcoin, Ethereum. Bitcoin mainly, but all eyes are on Bitcoin just now. So let's take a look at Ethereum just now. What's happening just now with Ethereum? Ethereum's gone up to $140. We can see we're still in this symmetrical triangle structure. Once we break out of this, I suspect this is going to go higher, and as I said, this could go back up to $230, $240 if it does break out. Again, if we look at this, this is on the 4-hourly chart, we'll just see a measured move. We could get a measured move, first of all, to about $186 for Ethereum. So what's going to happen here is people are going to get confident in the stock markets, and they're going to feel a bit of confidence. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of people out of work, but there's going to be a lot of confidence in the stock markets. A lot of people are going to put the money back into the stock markets. I don't think that's the right thing to do, but I think that's what's going to happen with this $1 trillion kind of stimulus package that's going on just now, and that's going to have a knock-on effect with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the alts as well. So we're going to get some kind of, in the markets at least, we're going to get some kind of normality back. We're going to see it going up, and then in the weeks and months after that, or the weeks probably, we're probably going to come back down again with a big bang. However, this is where crypto might come into its own. We've got the halving coming up in less than 50 days as well. So we're going to see what happens with that as well. This could be Bitcoin's time. If it's not, if it doesn't transpire that Bitcoin kind of really rises from, not rising from the ashes, but really rises from here, from this situation, then we've kind of lost out on a momentous kind of opportunity with regards to Bitcoin and changing the way the global economy works. So I'm kind of worried from that point of view as well, that I just don't know what's going to happen if it doesn't happen now. When really is it going to happen? I'm not saying right now, not tomorrow or next week. I'm talking about this year. If it doesn't happen this year, then when is really kind of Bitcoin going to rise? When is there going to be this change in the global economy? But right now we have to look at what we can see in front of us right now, and I'm talking 15 minutes, an hour, 4 hours, not weekly, not kind of monthly. This is what's happening right now. That's all we can go on just now. TA, we can only go on the short term TA just now, because this is, as I said, a black swan event that's happening here just now. So we can only go on what we've got right in front of us at this minute. So on a 4 hour, we've got the symmetrical triangle. Let's look at the 15 minutes and see where we are just now. You know, we've been trading on the 15 minutes and we're up just now. It crossed over in the 50 minutes. That was this morning at 5:30. Crossed back up over $138. It's now $140 just now. And we'll look at ETHBEAR and ETHBULL as well after this. Bitcoin. Where is Bitcoin just now? Bitcoin needs to break through this line. It's just broken through just now. Whether we stay there or not is a different matter. So on the 4 hourly, we've just gone up to 6,828. And I suspect that's in reaction with what's happening in the stock markets just now. And this $6 trillion kind of stimulus package. So it's broken through this line. So this line here, I was saying, okay, if Bitcoin doesn't break through that, we could be coming down to meet this line around about 6,200, 6,300, but it's just broken that. Now, we're going to see if it can stay through that. It's just broken it over an hour or so. We're an hour within to it, so that could be a wick. But if it stays above that, then we're going higher for Bitcoin. And we could see quite a big rise for Bitcoin as well. I'm just kind of bring this down. So we're in this kind of ascending channel just now. So we could go up to $8,500 for Bitcoin. So if we look at this ascending channel and where it is, we've got a couple of touch points here for the baseline, for the support line, and we've got a couple of touch points for the resistance line here as well. And we're just starting to come through that. We're breaking through a key resistance area around about the 6,800, just breaking through that just now. If it stays above that, we could be shooting up to $8,500 for Bitcoin, which is going to be a brilliant thing, obviously, as well. But really, honestly, keep a close eye on kind of what's happening here, because this is changing minute by minute. So if you're trading, I would just kind of look at the 50-minute and the hourly probably. 50-minute for Bitcoin crossed over at 6,653, and we're up to 6,812 at this very second just now. So trade on the 15-minute. This is why we'll be kind of doing, there's no point in doing long term. There's no point saying, okay, we'll trade on the weekly, we'll trade on that. It's not working just now. We'll have to trade on much shorter time frames. Hourly is going to be good as well. And that crossed over at 5,978. We're up would be up nearly $1,000 on that. So if you're a kind of modest trader and you're not looking for just getting in and out very quickly, then the hourly could be a good one as well. But it's good possibly to get in on the hourly and out on the 15-minute. And you could look at that by doing that. So if you're trading, if you're short-term trading, if you're going in, you could get in the 15-minute, out in a 5-minute, or in the 5 minute and out in the 5 minute as well. Just look at the 5 minute chart and see how that is doing as well. 5 minute chart crossed over round about, you'd have probably got in when the crossover happened, round about 6,700. You've been $150 up by now if you bought one Bitcoin. So 5 minute chart you can still scalp using the 5 minute chart, still good to scalp, but I'm scalping as well, or trading using the ETHBEAR and the ETHBULL, and it's working out well just now. So we're bullish at the moment. At this very minute we're bullish, but we have to keep an eye on it minute by minute. But it could be that we're going up to $7,000 first for Bitcoin, and then on the way up to $8,500 later on. If we see that just here, yeah, about 8,600, and it could go even higher than that as well. So less than 50 days for the halving, and it's going to be very, very interesting times. So still a lot of money to be made. It's not, as I said, it's not all doom and gloom. I think the economy is kind of screwed with what they're doing just now. I think it's about 30% of the GDP at the moment in America. So it's kind of crazy what's going on. But we can make money here. We can profit from what we're seeing in the markets right now. Okay, ETHBEAR and ETHBULL, what's happening just now? So we had a situation with ETHBEAR, and it's just kind of broken to the downside. We were kind of bearish. This morning it was bearish at 12.27. This is the ETHBEAR. Went up to 13.29. I thought it was going to break out of here, but didn't quite do it, and it kind of bounced all the way down, and it's gone. It's broken that line as well, which means we could be in for a bigger drop on the ETHBEAR, which is good for the ETHBULL. So the ETHBULL, we're just breaking through this line here, and this was a resistance line here, kind of drawn in, and this is on the 1 hour chart as well. You can see this on the 15-minute chart. We'll look at this. So kind of drawn this in, and it's just breaking that just now. So it looks as if we could be going significantly higher. So this could break above the $100 range and break above $103. Once it does that, I think we're going significantly higher again, and probably up to possibly 120-ish to see it there. So at the moment, this very minute, trading on the 15-minute, trading on the hourly and the 4 hourly, we're looking bullish on kind of Ethereum and Bitcoin, and we're going to be bullish, I would imagine, on a lot of the alts as well. Now I have to tell you, I'm not looking at the alts at the minute because this is not blown over by any manner of means. This is just getting started just now, and the only thing we can do, I think, for making money is we can look at the alts that we kind of love. I've spoken about 6 of them. There's loads of them, but probably about 10 alts that I love, and I might do a separate video on them, that I think this could be kind of rock bottom prices. Now's the time to get in. But for me, I'm just waiting just now and just trading, getting as much USDT as possible, and then I'll start buying up the alts once there's a bit of kind of real stability kind of in the markets. And I don't know how long that's going to take. I don't know if it's going to be weeks, months. I don't think it's going to be weeks. I think it's going to be months rather than weeks. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the Bitcoin halving as well, and that's going to really have a big impact on the alts as well. So at the moment we're up 98. We're kind of bullish just now. We've crossed over around about 82 on the ETHBULL, and that was on the 4 hourly. On the 15-minute we crossed over at 91, and we're up to 90. It's just jumping up quite big time just now. Yeah, so it's breaking out of this, so it looks as if we're going to go up past the $100 range at the minute, and it looks as if it's going to do that possibly just now. No, it doesn't want to do on this. I'll come back to it to see if it's going to break it. Okay, let's look at the stock markets just now. What's happening in the stock markets? Look at this. This is mental. So I've got the FTSE 100 up 307 points at the minute. We've got Germany DAX up to 448, back up over 10,000, crazy. Wall Street is back up over 21,000. This is the futures. Obviously, it's not opened yet. So this is what they're projecting it's going to open up. Probably going to go higher than that. So you're probably going to see a 22,000 point Wall Street Dow Jones. And it was up 2,000 yesterday. And it's kind of crazy what's going on just now. Just look at some of the markets just now. So we'll go to platform. So we can see a drop off from 29,000 points all the way down to 18,000, say about 18,000, and now it's jumped up from 18,000 to 21,000. That is a big increase. Big increase there. So it's kind of crazy what's going on at the minute, and it's all because of this stimulus package that's been put in place. Okay, this is the stimulus package. So Kudlow projects coronavirus aid package could reach roughly $6 trillion. $6 trillion. So White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow on Tuesday projected that total economic stimulus could be enacted by the federal government will reach $6 trillion. Now, of the total $4 trillion will come in the form of liquidity from the Federal Reserve, while the remaining $2 trillion will be part of the proposed Phase 3 legislation from Congress. If the total assistance does reach $6 trillion, that would equal about 30% of US GDP. This is going on around the world, it's not just in the US as well, but there is a lot of money going into the markets. That means they're going to be buying up the shares. Who owns the market then? Who owns the stock market? It's going to be the government. Government owns the stock market. That's what's going to happen here, and that's what is happening here just now. However, we've got that kind of situation in the crypto market as well, whereby the whales kind of own the kind of Bitcoin market. Is it different? Is it different from that? We've just got a different group of people owning the different sets of markets. But government control is not good, obviously, of the stock market. Is it a free market? No, it's not a free market. It's government controlled. What's going to happen when they do go up? The government are going to get their money back by selling off shares as well. It's a crazy situation just now. However, we've got to look after ourselves in this. We've got to look after number one, that's ourselves and our family, our business, and then kind of think about the wider implications of this as well. So in that way, we can, as I said, we can trade it just now, or just get out of the markets altogether, and we can just get out, stay out just now until things blow over, or we can start buying just now. When things start selling off again, then that's when we can get out. So there's going to be opportunities here as well, and as I said, we've got to look after number one here. So just be careful out there. And for me, it's just trading at the minute, just getting as much USDT as possible. That didn't go up over $100. It did just kind of reach it. Did it reach it? It did. Hit the $100 mark and came right back down. I suspect that's going to go up. Again, that's the ETH bull that we're looking at. And we've got Bitcoin $6,916 at the minute. So we're going to hit that $7,000 range. That's a psychological barrier. Once we go through that again, I think we could be going up to 8,000, 8,500 as well. Ethereum in and of itself is $141. It did break through this line, which is what I was looking for, and we could break up to that $182 that I was talking about earlier on as well. So it's kind of interesting times ahead for what's happening in the stock market, what's happening in the crypto market as well. It's going to be, I don't know, is it going to be fun trading it? Yeah, it's going to be fun trading it. We're going to have to kind of make our money some way if we're still in the crypto markets just now. So it's going to be fun trading the kind of 15-minute and the hourly and the 4-hourly, if you're kind of doing that as well, depending on what kind of trader you're on. If you want to join the free group and learn more about that, you can. There's a link down below. If you want to join the premium group, there is a link down below for that as well. We're not trading the alts just now. I'm not looking at kind of hidden gems at the minute, although there are hidden gems out there. Lots of hidden gems. We have to kind of wait on this market stabilising just now. So right now is good, I think, is for the kind of trading just now, and you can buy at the bottom as well, or what you perceive to be the bottom. Also, if you like these videos, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and hit the like on the way out as well. And if you want to support this channel more, you can. There's a link down below to buy kind of my book, The Belief Principle. That comes out at the end of April, and that's all about your personal beliefs, and it affects every single thing in your life. The amount of money you have, the kind of partner you have, the job you have, the house you have, the car you have, every single thing is all controlled by your beliefs. You can control your beliefs, install new beliefs, get rid of old beliefs, limiting beliefs, then you change your life quite literally. That's what the book is all about. It's been in the making for about 6 years, and just now it's finally coming out at the end of April. Pre-order just now, there's a link down below. Okay, until next time, Namaste, take care, bye now.